Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is the cranky old man. The cranky old man. All underscores. Or you can call me TCOM. Okay, that's what I'm going to try to tag my videos. TCOM, the cranky old man. So hopefully you'll be able to just type that in and go straight to my very informative, very funny videos. So, I did an update. I went to the range again with my Shadow Systems. I only took the two that I have problems with, and they're both the compensated ones. The CR920XP and the CR920P. I got over 200 rounds in it today. It did more stovepiping, but it was still jamming it up like peanut butter and jam because the casing wasn't clearing the barrel when the new round was trying to feed in from the magazine. So I don't know if the magazine springs need to be lightened a little bit to give it a little bit more leeway and not push up so quick, or if it's really a timing issue where the recoil spring is too tight. It's too strong, and it's not letting the slide come all. Excuse me, I had Taco Bell tonight. Bad choice. Always a bad choice. But maybe the recoil spring is too tight, and it's not allowing the slide to come all the way back to get that extractor and ejector to pop those rounds out. Now, I got probably 225, 250 rounds. I did get to clear a couple magazines without failure. I still had the failure to lock back after last round, which was one of the reasons why I'm thinking the slide is not coming all the way back, which is A, causing it not to pull the casing completely out of the barrel before the new one comes up. I probably had, out of the, the 20 magazines that I fired, I probably had 10 stovepipes and 10 jammed up where the casing was halfway in the barrel. I tried to lubricate the feed ramp. I tried to put some oil down in the movable parts, just a little bit to maybe hopefully made them up a little better, but it ain't much better. Casings are still flying back at my face. Now, some of them did shoot out at 3, some of them did shoot out at 4 o'clock, but most of them is right back here. And, like I said, the worst kind of jam is when you got a casing still in the chamber or still in the barrel when another round's trying to load. You got to rip that thing out, and it takes quite a bit of effort. And some of them I was able to pull the magazine and the casing would move and it would load the round, and I'd maybe have to tap the back to put it in battery. But most of them, just fight stopping stoppages. I don't know if maybe if I leave it locked to the rear, that it compresses that spring a little bit and maybe let it sit for a couple weeks. But I've gotten 300 rounds in there probably. I don't know exactly, but definitely over 200. Still same problems. Same with my CR920P. I can't believe I carried that around for at least 6 months, if not 9 months, thinking that it's good right out of the box. No, it's not. The only one good right out of the box is my CR920. Fired flawlessly. The P models, not so good. My MR920, that's doing pretty well. I don't think I really had any problems with that. And I was using Glock mags, not P mags. So, I did test these with I'm not fancy enough. I don't make enough. I make enough to buy a decent pistol for self-defense, but with all this testing equipment, I was getting anywhere from 4.5 to 5 pounds on the 920 P and XP. But I'll tell you one that I was getting 3.5, 4 pounds. And that's this thing. This is a Sig Sauer. It's an Elite. It's called the oh wow. It's the wow, I can't even think of the name of this thing. By the way, they are empty. No bullets come in here. Bullet-free zone. This is the Sig Sauer Spectre Comp. That's what it is. You can see I did shoot it. It's brown and dirty. This thing, nice. And this trigger, look at this. No creep. Boom. It just goes. You take the slack up and boom. 3.5, 4 pounds. Now, yep, I did put a different trigger in here. I did put all the gold accoutrements in here. Had to cover that up because people didn't like that. Oh, you're going to get in trouble if you get yourself, a shooting or something. So I covered that up so I don't hear any kind of comments about, you need to take that off. It's a secret what's under here. Put in the comments what you think's underneath there. Maybe I'll give you a free cable lock for your gun if you guess what's underneath of here. So, a very nice gun. Now, one problem I was having was the Holosuns, the dot would stop. And I always thought that was a shake awake. And sometimes it stopped working and I had to actually press the button to get the green to come back on. I'll talk about that later in a Holosun review. But right now, this is the gun to go to. This is not the gun to go to. Not only am I having the feed problems, I'm still not having it locked back all the time. And I was purposely putting my thumb down here, and with my other thumb, I was holding it down to make sure I didn't ride up and hit that slide catch. And, it still did it. Now, not as much as my first range day, but out of the magazines, I would say probably 10, maybe 15. It failed to lock back. And that's a no-no as well. So, Shadow Systems, I don't know if you're going to do anything. Maybe bobtailing this slide catch. Maybe send it in and get maybe a bobtailed one. Or maybe a new one altogether that rides a little higher. I know there's probably not enough complaints yet to do anything about it. However, do you think you might be able to provide a recoil spring that's not so hard? I mean, this thing is hard. Look at this one. No problem. And this one's got probably less rounds than this one now, and it's yeah. So that's all I got as an update for the CR920 P and the XP. Virtually not much difference, although I did get a few magazines completely through, locked back, not another magazine. Some of the times after clearing, I had to hit the back of there to put it back in the battery, but yeah. I would much rather have that type of malfunction than the ones I'm getting with the casing being stuck in the barrel. So I'm going to clean this thing now, lube it back up, and I'm going to try one more time, and maybe I'll do a third update. But for you guys that said everything clears up in 2 magazines, consider yourself lucky, because I haven't been that lucky. So, stand by for another review. I think I'm going to do it on the Holosun. Maybe not tonight because I'm tired and I'm cranky. T-Com out.